So, what makes a student decide to leave everything, and I mean everything, behind for a classroom that's thousands of miles away? Today, we're going to follow one person's journey to really get to the bottom of what makes the American educational system so appealing. Let's dive right in. I mean, think about it. It is a massive leap of faith, right? You're leaving your family, your friends, the comfort of everything you've ever known. So, what's the big pull? Well, for the student at the heart of our story today, the answer isn't about escaping anything. It's all about gaining something they just couldn't find anywhere else. All right, so to really get this decision, we've got to look at the ambition that's driving it all. It really wasn't about what this student was leaving behind. It was all about what they were running towards. And let's just clear up a common misconception right off the bat. This student wasn't trying to flee a broken system, not at all. Their home country actually has some really good schools. This choice, it was purely aspirational, a search for something more, something different. Okay, so if the schools back home were good, what was it about the US specifically? Why there? Well, this student's motivation really boils down to something they call the American advantage. And listen to this quote, because the two key words here are advanced and practical. And that tells you so much, right? The decision wasn't just about getting a diploma at the end of it all. It was about the how, the whole process of learning. It was about a focus on methodology, not just pure theory. And this is where you can really see the core difference. On the one hand, you've got a system that offers a really strong theoretical foundation, rooted in established knowledge. But on the other hand, you've got this promise of a dynamic, hands-on environment. It's that classic distinction, isn't it? The difference between just knowing what to do and actually mastering how to do it. So what does advanced and practical really mean in this context? Well, for starters, it's a culture of innovation that's fueled by research. It means hands-on training that takes you way beyond the textbook and the lecture hall. And maybe most importantly, it's about gaining this incredible international exposure and walking away with skills that you can use on day one in the modern world. Okay, so we've got the why covered. But what does this whole bridging theory and practice thing actually look like when you're in the classroom every day? See, this wasn't just some vague dream. It was a really targeted plan. This student picked a very specific program for a reason. It offered concrete opportunities, things like resources and experiences that were, frankly, just not on the table back home. And this three-step process really gets to the heart of that practical advantage. So, step one, it starts with a curriculum that's always being updated so you know what you're learning is relevant right now. Step two, you take that knowledge and you put it to the test in advanced labs. And then, the final step, you turn all of that into a real professional portfolio by working on actual real-world projects. It's like it's designed to be a direct pipeline from the classroom to being completely career-ready. But the story absolutely does not end at graduation. In fact, for this student, the biggest reason for leaving in the first place was always about one thing: going back home. Yeah, the goal was never brain drain. It was always about brain gain. The whole point of going abroad was to soak up all this knowledge, all these skills, for one specific purpose: to bring it all back home and make a real contribution. And this plan, it just shows the complete vision, doesn't it? It all comes full circle. You start by gaining all this knowledge and a new global perspective in the US. Then that experience gets brought back home to directly fuel innovation and build up a local industry. It's this amazing strategy where your own personal career growth and contributing to your country, they become the exact same thing. So, this all brings us to one final, really crucial question. What is the true return on a global education? I mean, is it just about boosting your own career? Or does it create this ripple effect, an investment that pays off for whole communities and industries? If this student's journey tells us anything, it's that the real value might not be just in what you take with you, but in what you ultimately bring back.